Still got your photograph in my pocket.
What's going on YouTube? It's Guthannight here, coming at you with yet another video. And today's video is actually about what cables do I use, what cables do I recommend. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I use a combination of mid-tier cables, and sorry it's dusty back here, and high-end monster cables. Now, why? Why would I use that? Don't they transfer the exact same data through them all? Technically, you are right. They do transfer the same data. Is there any difference whatsoever in the data transfer? Once you get to 4K, yeah, but they transfer a digital signal. That's all they're used for. Isn't that right? Technically, yes. But here's a mid-grade cable. It's just a Rocketfish mid-grade cable. Nothing special about it other than it's gold-plated, not to mention the thickness of... Maya, what are you doing? The thickness of the cable itself. You know, now, I've had cheap cables shit out on me a lot. So those $1, $2 cables, they shit out on me a lot. So what am I using for my Xbox One? And it's dusty back there. I'm using a Rocketfish cable, a mid-grade cable. Now, what am I using to go through the wall? I'm using that monster cable I showed you. I am using a high-end cable. Now, why am I using a high-end cable? Well, you guys can see there, all my cables are ran through the wall. Now, insurance purposes, I have a high-end in-wall rated cable. So they can't bitch at me saying if I set something on fire in the house because of this setup, they can't bitch at me and be like, oh, you didn't have an in-wall rated cable. We're not paying you. Well, fuck you guys. I have an in-wall rated cable and it is a high-end cable. That is the only time you'll see me use a high-end cable. Other than that, I have all mid-range cables because they have never failed on me. Like a low-end piece of shit $2 cable. Now, like I said, there are certain times when a high-end cable is warranted. Like I said, going through the wall. There's nothing here, guys. It's all through the wall. That is another reason why I use high-end cables when I go through the wall. So, my optical audio cable going from my TV to my receiver for when I watch Netflix and stuff like that is a high-end cable. Outside of that, everything is mid-range. Just like this. Now, like I said, before I get into it, in the comments down below, oh, Riley, all HDMI cables, they do the exact same signal. Yet again, yes, they do. But I've had so many of them break on me where it would have been just worth it at that time to buy the mid-range cable. So I called it a day, bought some extra mid-range cables. I have them laying around in case I ever need them. It's never a bad thing to have extra cables around. So, what about speaker wire? Yet again, I will never use a low-end speaker wire. I will never use a low-end subwoofer cable. Hey, Maya. Hey, Husky. Hey, Husky girl. But, yet again, never, ever, ever use a low-end cable. Bare minimum, use a mid-range cable. High-end cables are worn every now and then, not always. So when you go to a Best Buy, if you want a high-end cable, make sure you price match it with Amazon. I'll be honest with you, I hate it. I absolutely hate it when people come in and price match. But to be honest with you, to stay relevant nowadays, we need to. When you go in there, if you want a nice monster cable, because this cable alone is their black platinum cable. We have that selling for that 9-footer for, I want to say, like $80, $100. You know, I think you could price match it with Amazon for $30. And if you're going through the wall, that's exactly what you need to do. Like I said, it's never a bad thing to do. So make sure you guys get at least mid-range cables. So if you have any questions, put it down in the description down below. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. So subscribe if you're new. So this is Guthannight.
If this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my latest content.